Welcome back to the Midnight Sun. And this is part two of a three-part series that I titled The Death of America. So, in this video, I want to talk about the entitlement syndrome. And what I'm talking about is I don't know if you've noticed or not, but a lot of people have a sense of entitlement, and it's stemming from the younger generations. I'm Generation X. So a lot of the younger generations, Generation Z, Generation Alpha, millennials, have a sense of entitlement. They feel like the rules don't apply to them. They feel like they're better than everybody. They don't have no patience. They don't want to wait. They think everything is supposed to be handed to them. They have no work ethic. You all know what I'm talking about. And like at my job, I have a unique situation where it's like we have four generations under one roof. I work with millennials. I'm a Gen Xer. I work with baby boomers. I work with Z's, so it's like a whole big kaleidoscope of personalities. And what's going on is we find as though that the younger generations feel like they do not have to work for anything. It's almost like I'm in a situation where like I'm in the middle. I'm a Gen Xer. So I'm very resilient. We get the job done. We don't complain. We just gotta get it done. So, but you got the generation before me, the baby boomers, they work too, but they're too old to carry the load. Okay. So a lot of the load is coming on me. But the newer people, they are strong enough to carry a load, but they don't want to. They feel like they don't have to. You see what I'm saying? So now Generation X is getting squeezed because I got a older generation that can't help me out and a newer generation that don't want to help me out. All right. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna talk to y'all about where this all began. Now, correct me, am I wrong? But this is just my opinion. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Okay. I was born in 1975. So I'm almost 50 years old. And me personally, I think this is all a plan. I think this is all by design. It's almost how like we was talking about how the Atlanta, you remember the Atlanta child killer, the Adam Walsh story, that was all about the start, especially the Adam Walsh story. Y'all, America's Most Wanted, John Walsh, his kid got kidnapped, and murdered and stuff like that. That's when they start putting kids in plastic bubbles, like we couldn't go trick or treating no more by yourself. You couldn't hang out like you used to, cause when I was a kid, shit, man, we would be gone. I'd be gone all day. We had no sense, no parents didn't worry about that. Now they didn't bubble wrap us. They didn't like shield us from potential dangers. We just out there. It's like it's a survival of the damn fittest. It's almost like the wild. You go out there. Yeah, you gonna have some wolves out there. Yeah, you gonna have some Jeffrey Dahmers out there. But that's just the chance you take in the world, just like out in the jungle. But if you actually make child protection the norm, you're gonna have a whole generation of useless people or protected people or kids that cannot hold a household down, kids that cannot logically reason, kids that cannot compromise, kids that have no work ethic. But I'm gonna go a step further. So I put all this, not all of it, but part of this on like school is not there to teach you. Okay, the public school system is not. It's an indoctrination process. All right. Yes, you send your kids to school, but it's an indoctrination process. Me personally, I doubt I have any more kids. But if I have any more kids, I would do a homeschool. All right, I would homeschool kids and see would that even help. I'm sure it will help, but I'm saying it's like sure they'll be outnumbered. But I'm gonna tell you something that you did not know. So public schools are an indoctrination process to keep your kids like in this certain element. You remember COVID? A lot of the public schools were closed, all right? But the private schools were not, okay? The private schools were not closed. The public schools were closed, but the private schools were not. So that's a lot that they don't tell y'all. A lot of private schools were open. They did not stop their kids from going to school learning. The public schools did. They made kids dumber. They made it's that surf class that they made dumber. So now the public schools are just a working class in progress. Indoctrination process. I need you to work. Don't ask questions and die. All right. Private schools is for the actual leaders, the people that's going to tell you what to do. Their kids are going to tell you what their kids are going to tell your kids what to do one day. All right. So that brings me to my point of field day. All right. Private schools don't have field day. All right. They don't have no shit like that. Only public schools have field day. But people think field day is like, oh yeah, just some fun stuff. Oh, we just love field day. No, it's part of the indoctrination process. Okay. Now, when I was in field day and when I was in elementary school, you had multiple events, tug of war. You had the 40-yard dash or something like that. Honey, I don't know. You had the paper sack race. The potato sack race. You had the wheelbarrow. All that stuff, man. All that field day stuff. All right. So this is where the hook come in. The hook comes in because when I was in school, you only had first, second, and third place. Blue ribbon, red ribbon, white ribbon. All right? So, yeah. But now, and for a couple of decades, they've been having first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place, sixth place, and in some instances, 7th, 8th, and 9th place. So let me tell you how I found this out. All right. It was by this is where the setup comes. So I have a daughter. All right. So I remember one day she was like in the 5th grade. I didn't go to field day. I'm field dayed out by this time. I think my wife, ex-wife went there. I ain't going. I think I had to go to work or something. But got home from work and she's like, Daddy, look what I got. It was a 6th place ribbon. Okay, a 6th place ribbon. Aha, that is the trap. So you as a parent, you got two choices. You can say, look, this ain't nothing. This is a 6th place ribbon. You're just a 5th loser. You need to do better. All right. Most parents did not do that, including myself. I was like, hey, that's great, baby. You see the trap? I fell for the trap. I failed. I did not have the knowledge back then to understand this is a fucking indoctrination process. No, they sent my daughter home with a 6th place ribbon. And then the parent, what you gonna say? That ain't nothing. Go back and do harder. You need a place. That is not you. You're a loser. No, they made her a winner. 6th place. So what they're saying is everybody gets a prize. Everybody gets a prize. No matter what you do, you're gonna get a damn prize. We got 9. Everybody go home with something. That is so. What you're doing is you are actually creating a society of people that no matter what they do, they think they're always gonna get congratulated. They think they're gonna always get a hand clap, a pat on the back. They don't have to. They don't have to try hard. Like, I'm gonna get something anyway. You see, that affects your work. That's gonna affect relationships. You see, because they're not going to put in the work to actually make it successful. They're like, I'm here. I showed up. That's it. Where my check at? Where my flowers? They're not gonna work. That's why relationships are failing. That's why marriages are failing. That's why people can't keep jobs. You see, that's why employers can't keep employees, because they don't have no work ethic. They do not want to work. They don't think they have to work. They are entitled. They don't believe in compromise. I'm trying to tell you, I work in a medical facility. So talking to some of these nurses, they're entitled. They don't understand, like, look, well, this is going to take this, what? Well, I don't understand. I'm telling you, dumbass, this is going to take this time. They don't want to accept that. Okay? I'm trying to tell you, it makes a bad society. And the only way you're going to correct that is with truth and persistent pushback. I'm trying to tell you, that's the only way you're going to correct that. Because a lot of people don't understand why they're not succeeding the way they think they should succeed. Is because you have no sense of work ethic. You don't want to work for anything. You want somebody to give you something. All right. Because I'm at the point now where I'm almost 50 years old. All right. So I know I'll probably be in another relationship probably maybe in the start of the year. All right. But I know I would never have a meaningful relationship with somebody younger than a Generation X. All right. So I'm like, she has to be at least 40 years old for me to have a serious relationship with her. If she's younger, there's no way she can think on a level I'm thinking for, like, look, this is about sacrifice. Look, well, I'm not finna kiss your ass. So you want this, you have to work at it just like me. All right. I put my party, you put your party in. They don't understand that. It's all about instant gratification. We live in a society where it is easier to just get rid of something, to just leave something to work than to work on it. Okay? That is what the entitlement deals with. It's like, look, I just don't even want to deal with it. It's too much. I would say it's too much. What, for you to compromise, bitch? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how a lot of people think. It's easier just to throw everything away and start over with something new, a new job, a new partner, than actually work on it. That is why this country will fail. It will fail. We are living. I'm trying to tell you, after my generation dies off in about 25 years, oh man, this country is dead. And I'm going to do the calculation on that. Let me see. This year is 2025. Yep, that's it. That's what it got. That's what they projected. By 2050. By 2050, this is when the new world will be. I'm trying to tell you, we got 25 years left where you will have the death of the old. Okay? That's that. Like Thanos said it best. He said, as long as you have those that remember what was, they'll never understand what could be. So they will resist. So the last of resistance is 20. We got 25 years. That's it. 25 years of understanding. The last of understanding. After that, it's over with. I promise you, it's over with. So for me, just to preserve myself, I said, man, look, I can't, you may get a younger person that may have some type of some parents that was actually there for them and like staying like that. But trust me, it's very, very, very rare. And if they got friends, that peer pressure is real. That peer pressure is fucking real. And it's to the point now where it's like, man, it's not even worth it. It's almost like I look at this as a war. And I say, well, do we have a chance to win this war? And I say, no. It's like, no, we don't have a chance. They have infiltrated, overrun lines. Pretty much right now, it's like self-preservation. So I'm not gonna speak too much longer on this. Like I said, this is a 3-part series about the death of America, and this one here is one of the ones you have to actually have kids. You have to have code. You have to understand that you have to be around a lot of younger people and understand how they think, and then have a futuristic mindset. Say, look, how it's gonna be in 20 years. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. These are the same people that will be taking care of us. Okay, these are people that will be taking care of us. It's gonna be horrible. So I'm gonna leave it right here. This is the Midnight Sun, and I'll talk to you later.